Hello and welcome to Watch Me, where you'll find reviews, comparisons, and tips on watches. Here I have with me the Monta Triumph. Now, Monta is a micro brand based in the US, a sister company of Everest bands who makes straps for Rolex and a few other brands. We'll go into that connection a bit further in the video. Triumph is a field style watch that Monta launched a few years back, and subsequently they've launched a couple of variants that are a little more towards the dressy and casual style rather than a field style watch. But this was the first watch that they launched in this case profile. It's surprisingly slim, being an automatic watch, yet at the same time it has very decent water resistance at 150 meters and has a screw down crown as well. So in a world of bulky divers, this is a refreshing change where you have a nicely proportioned, lightweight, slim watch that you can take for a swim and you'll be fine. So the case here is 38.5 millimeters wide. This is a 20 millimeter lug width. The lug to lug is around 47 millimeters, and the thickness is just under 10 millimeters, around 9.7. Has a sapphire crystal with multiple layers of anti-reflective coating on the inside. Has Selita SW300 movement with a sapphire see-through case back. The blue dial is very interesting because it's a nice deep blue. It's not exactly a very bright sun ray, but there is a little bit of a sun ray effect on it, and it's mildly reflective without being too reflective. It's a very good balance of all the type of qualities you want to see on a good well-made dial. The markers are applied at 3, 12 and 9. One of the interesting features is how there is an inner ring which has cutouts where the markers actually extend. So this gives an interesting effect when you look at the dial straight up. Is you get the feeling of extended markers, at the same time the dial doesn't look oversized and it has a more compact profile and look. The other thing in general with the case is how it's shaped. There's a very mild curve to it, yet the edges are very soft and very well finished. So there are no sharp edges whatsoever on this watch. You can run your finger all around and it just feels soft and smooth and easy on the skin. And the attention to detail is exceptional. My absolute favorite feature on this watch is the deep brush pattern on the bezel, as you can see here as the light catches it. That brush pattern is a real standout for me, and it really sets this watch apart from many of the other similar styled or similar priced watches. And having this polished edge under that just adds to the contrast and flair a little bit. There's a thin polished line running around the edge as well, and another minor detail which is really cool is this thin polished line here where the strap attaches as well, which actually brings me to the Rolex connection, and that's the reason why I have it on the strap here. So this strap by Everest bands has an end link that they sell with it, and this also happens to be the strap that perfectly fits the Oyster Perpetual 39 and even the Explorer 1. So I really like this added bonus, if you want to call it that, where if you have an Explorer 1 or an OP39, the straps are interchangeable, and it really gives you a good amount of flexibility and customizability, and you still get a sort of integrated look, and it really works. And when I hold these side by side, you can sort of see the case profile is inspired, but you can clearly tell they went a different direction. So it's a nice combination to have as such, for a casual field style watch, and then a slightly dressier version for having the Oyster Perpetual. But that to me is one of big advantages that Monta has because of their partnership with Everest. So that's pretty much the review. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and hope to add more content soon.